We have some of the worst disparities in the nation when it comes to high school graduation rates and income levels and access to other kinds of education and even health. A lot of times in urban design programs, people tend to improve places expecting sort of new and better people to move in, and so our question was, how can our professions make neighborhoods better for the people who live there currently? Our goal is just a small goal, to bring the Twin Cities to equity through our work, which is about bringing diversity to the design decision-making professions. In 2005, I started collaborating with Juxtaposition Arts in North Minneapolis, and they're a youth-focused arts and community development organization. It's all part of a partnership called Remix. Part of the problem that we have is the groups that make decisions about the built environment tend to be pretty homogenous in the Twin Cities. And so we want to diversify those groups by working with young people, especially people of color and low income, who see themselves as pursuing those areas in their studies and eventually in their work. One of the reasons I love teaching is because I want all of my students to kind of find that sweet spot between what they're really good at and the change that they want to see in the world. And I think that engaged scholarship is a really good way of doing that. Most of us have a really hard time talking about racism and about institutional racism and privilege. And so one of the things that we try to make sure that all of our University of Minnesota students have the chance to do is to have those conversations in a safe space and feel comfortable making mistakes and asking questions. And I don't know that that would happen without the community engagement work that I do. I wouldn't have to have those conversations with students if we weren't looking at these real world situations in cities. Our success can really be measured in the people who are coming out of our program and the relationships that we've developed. And so it's exciting now, 10 years into it, to see the next generation of teachers taking over our classes and to see students who've come through our program taking on roles in the Twin Cities and elsewhere and drawing attention to equity issues.